Hello, May Mester 2023 Art Appreciators. Hope you're doing all right as we kick off this crazy fast class this month. We like just literally this morning wrapped up putting in grades in for the spring semester, but let's go ahead and jump into another quick one for May. So this is Art Appreciation 1301, section 230 is your name, and I don't know if it matters, but anyway, since it's quick, I'm going to very, very quickly jump into what we need to be talking about for today. This is just day one to get you sort of introduced to the way that I do class, show you some of the documents and walk through the syllabus. Basically, treat it like a syllabus day, but because it's so fast, you also have chapters to cover today and your first assignment. So yeah, it's a lot today. So let's jump in. First off, syllabus. This has been published since last night, although if you were like real keen and jumped on it like when I posted it last night and this morning and all that, it's changed a few times already this morning just because I've taught many online classes before, but this is my first May Mester, so I had to adjust a few things. So here, let's jump into it. First off, yeah, like I said, section 230 of Arts 1301, Art Appreciation Online. It's a 3-week class from this week to basically the end of the first week of June. So it's like June 2nd. It's like right off the bat. So the course description is here, open to all students, directed towards understanding the elements and principles of art as applied to visual arts, painting, sculpture, and architecture, as well as printmaking, ceramics, metalwork, weaving. Boom, all that. You could read that on your own. I don't know why I did that. I'll try not to do that every step of this way. But in any case, yeah, it's a core class. You need it to graduate for most degree plans. So that's why many of you, I'm sure, are getting it here, either as an NCTC student or from the outside, getting some of your basics out of the way. So in any case, for this class, I do base this class off of a textbook. The textbook is Living with Art by Mark Getline, and the most recent edition, I believe, is the 12th edition. I actually, admittedly, teach from the 11th edition because that's the one that I own. And the 10th edition is fine as well. The 12th edition obviously is going to be your best bet, but the 11th and 10th editions are available for cheaper. A lot of them are available online for just like digital copies. Or I'm just going to be 100% frank with you. If you want to guarantee that you get an A, get the textbook. That's the way to do it. But because this class is so short, I'm going to be frank and say the course content is all in my slides. And in many ways, well, the slides are based off of the text. If you use my slides, not Google, by the way, you will get all the content and all that kind of stuff. You're not using Google, Wikipedia, all that. So you're going to use my class. Now that's preemptive me saying that, but yeah, honestly, if you can't get the book, it's okay because it's such a short 3-week class. Like, I don't know, you don't want to order it and just be getting it when we're halfway through the class, but ideally get it as quick as you can. If you can't, just use the text. You're to guarantee your best grade, you want to get the textbook. In any case, yeah, that's the textbook to get that out of the way really fast. Now, getting into my information, I am William Wright, Professor Wright, Mr. Wright, Will, whatever. Will is what most people call me. I don't have an office anyway because I'm like a roving adjunct. I don't have one specific campus, but especially in an online situation, there is no office, but I can set up WebEx meetings with you if you let me know ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. But I don't have like a standing WebEx meeting because honestly, we use it pretty rarely, and it's easier just to make single meetings. But and yeah, if you ever find a phone number for me, do not use it because that's going to be my personal cell phone. And yeah, I'd prefer that you communicate primarily through Canvas message. But in addition to Canvas message, you can also use my campus email right here, wright@nctc.edu. You can use that. If you email that from an outside email source like Gmail or something like that, Yahoo, there's a good chance I won't see it or certainly won't answer it. You need to send from your student email address. But honestly, in most cases, you're going to use Canvas message. Use professional writing and etiquette when messaging. Yeah, cool. Now, how the hours and all that stuff is going to work. This is an asynchronous online course, meaning there's no physical place where we meet, no specific time we meet. I am uploading everything you need to do for this course to Canvas. Now, I'll use links, videos, YouTube, PDFs, Word, whatever, quizzes, all the kind of things that teachers use, but I'll be getting it all to you via Canvas, okay? Anytime between noon to 3, Monday through Friday, those are the times that I would like you, if you need to set up a WebEx meeting with me, choose one of those times. I'm open 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. But I do want like a 24 hours heads up if at all possible. I should be available to make a WebEx meeting or at least respond as quickly as possible to messages during that time. All that may be subject to change just because this is so fast paced. I'll try to be available whenever possible for answering messages and emails. But yeah, for a WebEx meeting, if you need that, those are the times, noon to 3 Friday. And I'll also note, I'll say it again later, but the course content will usually drop between noon and 5. Ideally as close to noon as possible, but by 5 is my plan each day. Sometimes it's later, but yeah, just if you stay on top of it, yeah, it should be noon to 5. Now, there are the learning outcomes, applying art terminology as it specifically relates to works of art, and demonstrate knowledge of elements and principles. I'm pretty big on that, making sure you know the specific 7 elements and 5 principles that we cover in this class. Processes and materials, making sure you know medium is the word we use for making what we use to make art. So yeah, hopefully you know processes and media is the plural. Critically interpreting and evaluating works of art. We're going to do that through a critique process in your one kind of research paper for this very short class. Demonstrate an understanding of the impact of arts and culture. That's basically a little bit of art history lesson. It's really going to be like a pretty big chunk of our course. But in any case, yeah, here are the assignments and grade weights. Pretty much everything is 15%. I've deduced it down to like pretty much single assignments get percentages. And because it's such a fast class, I don't give a lot of assignments. I'd rather you do a few quality assignments than a whole bunch of little, maybe you do it, maybe you don't, assignments. I want you to focus. So we have our formal analysis assignment, which is our one extended paper, museum scavenger hunt, which is just a chance for you to learn a little bit about art history and do some digital museum visiting. Discovering media is your chance for anybody who wants to like make a little bit of art. We don't make a lot of art in this class because it's mainly studying art, but there is a chance there with discovering media. It may only be one quiz because again, it's so fast. We may just do the first section as a quiz, but there may be another one. But yeah, there's some short quizzes, reviewing vocabulary we talk about. And then of course there's the final exam, which reviews the history, vocabulary, and some of the processes we've talked about, as well as there is occasionally, like today, what we're going to discuss in a minute, there's discussion boards or attendance, basically like class participation assignments, little surveys or something that I'll give out occasionally. It's mainly for the first week, and then we move into real assignments. But yeah, all the percentages are there. That's one of the only ones with like several assignments within one category. But in any case, there are the percentages. It's a creative arts class. Here are the core objectives: critical thinking, communication, teamwork, social responsibility, all part of the core curriculum. Cool. Questions? Cool. No, moving on. Anyway, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking really fast, but at least with a video, you can pause, rewind, all that kind of stuff. And email me if you have any questions about this. Now, attendance policy. It's an asynchronous course, so there is no in-person or online meeting. You will be able to work on your own time, but I don't just recommend, I really require you to adhere to a course pacing. Basically, I don't want anybody. It basically means it is your responsibility to attend to work daily. There is daily coursework, and it needs to be done in a timely manner via access to Canvas and WebEx platforms. Lectures will be visible ahead of time, but assignments are better done as they are given. I don't really give assignments out ahead of time, although again, because we're going so fast, it's going to seem like it all comes out like at once. And because of this, or like following this, deadlines are given and strictly upheld. This is not just to be a meanie. It has helped. I do this to make sure you don't get bogged down or behind. Keeping up to date with deadlines can be crucial to completing the course on time and doing well in it. You will not be able to skip many days of work or wait until the end to catch up on everything. Basically, rereading this in a brief summary, I do not like in any way when I teach an online course, and there's two wrong ways to do it. If I put everything out at once, there are students who work ahead and try to get everything done the first week, and it all messes up. They end up failing most of the time because they do it all wrong because we haven't covered it. So I don't really give access ahead of time, just to nip that in the bud. Also, it just creates problems for like, oh, I don't get to grading it till later on after it's due, and then, oh, you did it wrong, so now we got to touch base. Now you're redoing things, and it ends up just not getting done. So don't work too far ahead. Obviously, working ahead, definitely as far as lectures, is not a bad thing, but keep in mind, don't do assignments too far ahead of time because there's a good chance you'll do it wrong. Now, the other side of that is waiting until the last week and trying to get it all done at once. That's a recipe for disaster because there's just too much to do all in one week. Certainly too much to do well. So again, I give you deadlines and make you adhere to those for your own benefit in both ways. And I mean, mine as well. I mean, if we get overwhelmed and you're grading all at once, I mean, it's just there's more chance of mistakes. So we pace ourselves. We have 3 weeks. Let's take 3 weeks to do the class. In any case, I will publish an course material between noon and 5 each day. Already covered this, and it is Monday through Friday, and you will need to be working over the weekend. 3 weeks is a insane amount of time to get an entire course in. I have reduced it. It's not the same amount of work we do in a full semester, but it's still a lot. So there is also a portion of your grade, 15%. Actually, I may move that up to 20%. I didn't remember to set that, but that's basically the attendance. I've already covered that. Survey questions, discussion posts, all that kind of stuff. I always say it kind of counts as your attendance, but it's just basically a little bonus area I save for like any short, quick assignments I need you to do to stay on pace. Now, the timing of drops, updates, deadlines, it's all subject to change throughout the semester. I have now, I'm actually too, I should have changed this. I've taught a whole bunch of summer, well, not a whole bunch of summer classes, but a bunch of online classes, but this is my first May-Mester. So yeah, be patient. I'm continuing to develop the course, but I think I've got it down pat where we'll be able to squeeze this in time. I already did a December semester, which was only 3.5 weeks. So yeah, I think we can do it. In any case, the last day to withdraw from the course is May 25th. I might, if you go look at your syllabus, by the way, the file that I give you, you will see, I may change this. So the video may be different than the final just because I have those typos I need to adjust. In any case, yeah, but May 25th is for sure. I know that I've double checked. That's the last day to withdraw from the class with the W. So there's no grade assigned to your work yet. Now, as far as late work, I usually say there's no late work, but this course is crazy fast. Now, because it's so fast, I want you to stick to those deadlines. I've already covered why you need to do that. But that said, I also know the speed can be crazy overwhelming, and you pick up a double shift, your kid gets sick, whatever, or just things happen. I understand that. So stay close, stay very, very close to the deadlines. I know, and I shouldn't loosen up already, but I just understand little things do come up. You need to stay on the deadlines, but as long as it's done within a day or two of the deadline, whatever, I'll grade it. It might be deducted if it's 2 days late, and especially if I haven't heard from you about it, there will be deductions. But except for the final exam, it's due at 5 p.m. and the grade, like at midnight, you will have no access to it anyway, and I have to have grades in and all that kinds of stuff. So there is no lateness in the final exam, but you do have I'm going to try to give you full at least 24 hours to take that. So you're going to be all right. Anyway, yeah, if there is an emergency or a prior obligation, like I said, something that comes up, just please communicate. That's all I really want. Ideally before the due date rather than after, but even so, if you miss a due date due to something that comes up at the last minute, just be sure you contact me and get it done as soon as possible. Follow those due dates. After 2 to 3 days without prior communication, it'll be a 0. Yeah, especially quizzes too. The quiz is also something I don't ever really do redos because you kind of get a chance to get the answers and all the kinds of stuff like that. But in any case, yeah. No excuses. If there are no excuses, you get a 0. Now, academic dishonesty. I usually zoom by this really fast because you guys know you're not supposed to cheat. Don't cheat. If you cheat, you get a 0 and I wave my finger at you and I get really annoyed. And then if you cheat again, we talk to the dean and you get it on your academic record. It becomes a whole thing. So just don't cheat. You know how to do it. I'm going to add a little asterisk here. I have had students using AI and I have been catching them. And Canvas has a very good Turnitin review, plagiarism review. So also, yeah, I've been catching kids for years plagiarizing, but now double checking, I'm also getting AI stuff turned in. And also I'm going to be frank with you, AI stuff reads all the same. It's not real sounding. And like immediately, I'm going to see things that you have to write yourself. And when it doesn't match up to the AI that sounds all robotic and weird, I'm gonna catch it, right? It's happened several times already this semester. So just don't do it. I know it's already in the back of some of your minds. So get it out of there. Teachers are on top of this. We know what we're doing, and Canvas is really good at it. So yeah, I mean, it catches it. It's like 100%. This person did AI. It's not a maybe they did. No, it catches it anyway. So don't cheat. Okay, Canvas, your syllabus announcements, everything's going to be on Canvas. I do recommend, I'm not going to read this verbatim, but you need to turn on push notifications for your Canvas. Yeah, especially messages, announcements, assignment due dates. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you want to do comments and all those other things, but if you can do those three, you'll be all right. But you really need announcements, you really need assignment due dates, and you really need messaging. That's what I have on my phone, so you can do that too. You can update your contact info using this process here in the first paragraph under how to receive Canvas notifications. The second paragraph is what you can adjust what you receive and how you receive it via email, phone, whatever. But I do recommend push notifications, especially for such a quick class. Now, there's that ODA or OSD. Basically, if you have some accommodations due to disabilities or any kind of paperwork, any accommodations, let me know as soon as you can. Make sure that Sandman or the other folks that are, I know Yvonne Sandman, Wayne Smith, or there's some other people that I've been getting messages from. Let them know to make sure to let me know if there are any accommodations, and I can't accommodate until I have the paperwork. That's just a fact of life, and obviously I can't go around asking, do you have paperwork? Right. No, send me the paperwork as soon as possible so we can work that out. Student handbook. You do have student rights and responsibilities, things like don't cheat, all that kind of stuff. Follow the rules and regulations. But in addition to your responsibilities, understand that I want you to recognize that you have rights and you can read through that book. And if there is something that you feel is inconsistent or not working, you're always welcome to communicate with me, or very quickly, we can just talk to the chair. I'm not afraid of you making sure you understand that you have your own rights, and I want to respect that and all that kind of stuff. I'm not, at all afraid for you to double check my work. Okay. And I will obviously, hopefully, I hope that never happens. But, if something comes up, just be communicative, be on top of it. Don't wait till the last minute, please. That gets so stressful. And try to understand that any mistakes I made are going to be mistakes. They're not going to be intentional or cruel or anything like that. Just, communicate. Anyway, Student Success Center, all the NCTC campuses have really nice Student Success Centers, but all of you are mostly going to be working at home. If you need to go to a campus, go to a campus, and I can help you get connected with one if you need. But overall, online resources are really good as well. But yeah, just stay in touch. Now, I don't think Tom Talbot is actually involved as the chair anymore. Thomas Singletary is kind of maybe default permanent at this point. I'm not real sure, but Thomas Singletary is the guy to, if you do have any questions about student rights or anything like that, going to a campus, whatever, Thomas Singletary might be your guy or your advisor to talk to. Bruce King is the instructional dean of the Corinth campus, but of course there's many other instructional deans. But yeah, if you need any contact info for anybody else, let me know. But yeah, here's some good basics, good place to start. Yeah, and I know I need to switch out Talbot for Singletary there because that's become a more consistent change. But in any case, that's our syllabus. Let me know if you have any questions. That's not it, though. We're going to go with the calendar real fast. I'll go super fast. And then I got to hit some, here's some things you need to know. And then I'm going to talk about our first assignment. But yeah, basically, due dates are maintained. This calendar is a little bit different than our pages because I don't have any links in this calendar to slides or lectures, video lectures. But it still gives you the pacing, and actually this one has the assignments and due dates. Everything else, you're going to be able to access everything by Canvas through pages, but this is a good, if you need to know due dates. Yeah, it's here as well. It's a quick summary. And yeah, so just for day one, it's kind of handy. Some assignments may be available early, but most due dates are maintained. Oh, and I'll try to get everything updated by week one. If I don't get it done by week one, like everything on the pages, it'll be 1 week at a time. I try to get a little bit far out. But in any case, yeah, today we're going over the course syllabus and Canvas, how to use it and all this stuff. Then you need to do your very first assignment, the discussion or survey, your personal introduction. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then you also need to go over chapter 1, which I'll also show you how to get to the chapters and watch the lectures, look at the slides, all that kind of stuff in just a second. But yeah, here you go. So each day, you'll have specific chapters you need to be reviewing. On the pages, you'll see there's a specific slideshow. And I have a video of myself, just like this one, going over each of the slideshows, going over the chapters. And for the most part, I've recorded ahead of time, so they're good to go. There are a couple that I've already now adjusted, and so I need to re-record. And if you see that, you'll see on pages, you'll see like a to be posted or something like that. But in any case, yeah, these are the things you're going to need to review each day. Formal analysis stage process is one of the only things that's not from the textbook, and it's all from my slides, but it is its own lesson. But yeah, you'll see our first quiz is due week 1. We have 2 little surveys for our first quiz, and we start our research paper week 1. Boom. There's lots of stuff going on week 1. Then really quickly after the weekend, we get to on starting first day of week 2, the quiz is due and your thesis for your big papers due. Then actually before the big papers even due, we have to start our different media assignment where you're going to maybe make some art. Then the formal analysis is due. Then you start your museum scavenger hunt. The discovering media at home where you maybe make some artworks due over the weekend before Memorial Day. Get it done before Memorial Day, please. Then when you don't have to stress about it. And then the scavenger hunts due right after Memorial Day. And then right after that's done, final exam. Boom. 3 weeks, super fast. These are high stakes assignments, so don't blow them off because I don't want to give little assignments. I want to give you the good ones, the serious ones, and so you can get through them and like really get what you really need out of this course. So in any case, there's a lot of leapfrogging, lots of due dates, but pay attention to when they become available, when they're due, all that kind of stuff. It's all right here on the calendar. Yeah, June 1st, it's you guys are done. June 2nd, I put in the grades. Boom. That's our calendar. If you have any more questions about OSD, disability paperwork, it's here. There's some more info here in the syllabus addendum, as well as how to get to library resources. It's not a very thorough syllabus addendum. It may be better to go through your advisors and stuff like that. But yeah, you got some links and things to the library here. All documents that I post are PowerPoints and PDFs. Now the PDFs, I know some people have trouble with those. If you need a Word document, just let me know. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I don't like the formatting. It changes my formatting. It messes it up. So I don't send those out unless somebody really needs it. Okay, now, so this is your home page and your syllabus page. I didn't talk about that, but that's where you can get all this information. You can already see we have our first assignment right here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Let's talk about, well, no, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go to your slides and lectures first. So you're going to watch this video, learn about the syllabus. I also need you to do chapter 1, and then you're also going to need to do your assignment. But yeah, let's go. To find the slides and lectures, you're going to need to click on Pages. And then in the Pages tab, there is one page. I always do this. It's just a single page of the recommended timeline of slides and videos for this May Mini-Mester. Everything you need to know is right here. Watch each video and slide in its entirety. If you want to do well, you got to do it all. Obviously, I understand sometimes you're going to zoom through the slides or maybe, hyperspeed the video, whatever, but you need to get, if you want all of the information, you got to do the video, lecture, and the slides for each one. So yeah, let's take a look. All the assignments will be linked, discussed in the videos. Yeah, the assignments are in there. There's daily assignments. Now, I will tell you, because these are pre-recorded, and again, I've already adjusted some of the assignments. If I tell you this assignment's due and you don't see it, you can send me a message, but there's a good chance if you don't see it on the calendar, then I removed it. So just be aware of that. Sometimes in these videos, I've preemptively, it's a problem with working ahead. I may have talked about an assignment, but if it's not on the calendar, you're good if you don't see it. But in any case, just understand that this is where you're going to get the course content to do the assignments that you see on the calendar. And then obviously with lectures, I don't mind if you work ahead and if you have a great day to just work like 6 hours of lecture, knock it all out, whatever, that's fine, but you got to do it all. Now, let's dig into what it looks like. Day 1 video for lecture 1. It's a video just like this where I talk about the slides, which are right here. I'll click on the slides. I don't want to go to a link of a video. I feel like that'll mess things up on this video. Well, and these slideshows are pretty big, so you may have to download them. If these don't open, PS, yeah, download it, or you can even go to the files page and you'll see my weird links, my weird names for the files and stuff like that. But you can get these from the files page if they don't load. Sorry, they're not going to load because it's just too big and it's doing all the work of making this video. But yeah, download them, look at the slides, and then the video is me talking about the slides. Some of the videos are kind of long, so I chunked them up. This first day, you're probably going to have a couple hours of work to do. Same for the second day. The 3 videos themselves mount up to almost 2 hours, plus you'll have like a little discussion assignment. Now, those I try to balance it so it's not a ton of videos and homework. If there's homework, I try to do less videos, whatever. I'm doing my best here, but yeah. For the pacing, we're going to do, chapter 1 today, chapter 2 and 3 tomorrow, chapter 4 and 5, starting 5 on day 3, and then finish 5, do critique, and then get to 6 and 7. We're going to get all the way through chapter 7 this week. But yeah, here they all are. There's the videos very clearly labeled part 1, part 2, whatever. Now notice some of these, the slides are, chapter 6 and 7 together. So part 1 of the video is 6, part 2 of the video is 7, all that kind of stuff. You'll figure it out as you're watching. If it's kind of overwhelming, just understand. As you go, you'll make sense of it. So But yeah, in any case, here is week 1 already in Pages. And yeah, I need to update week 2 and week 3. And that's it for you guys. But in any case, so that is your Pages tab. Just remember, this is where all the course content is. I'll talk about it a lot. You'll see me say, and it's in Pages a whole lot in announcements. Speaking of announcements, will be a commonplace that every day, every single day, I will make an announcement. Even if the announcement is to say, yeah, you know what to do, go ahead and do it. But I will make an announcement so that you have links to everything. You know where it's at. You know it's in Pages. You know what assignments are due. And literally today, you're going to see this video as a announcement, and you'll also see it in Pages as well. A part of that day 1 thing. I just don't have the link in there because I'm making the video. In any case, yeah, that's announcements, Pages, assignments. Well, and you can't see announcements right now, but as soon as I make one, you'll be able to see it. You should be able to see Pages, and you should be able to see assignments. Let's look at assignments. You can see all the assignment groups are already here and already weighted. I just haven't put the assignments in and made them available, as we've already discussed. But your first assignment, Art Appreciation, May 23. Introductions. I'm not going to read this to you verbatim. I'm going to try not to anyway. But basically, it's our first discussion post. I think of it as like a little chat board. It's a great way to kick it off. Make sure that you're getting it. It's a low stakes assignment. I mean, the points are high, but the assignment is very easy. Just talk about yourself. So that we can kind of get to know you just a little bit. Makes it easier for me to sift through all the work since there's no faces and introductions and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's attendance for this first day. Make sure you're getting started. Make sure you know where to find the videos, that kind of stuff. I should probably make some of the questions about, did you find the videos? And all that, but I didn't. Anyway, no, this is more of a personal introduction thing. But yeah, let's get to know each other a little bit. Yeah, I think it's just something we need to do. And so, yeah, here are the questions. I'm double checking, making sure I have everything. Oh, look, somebody's already done the work. Sorry if I put you there on the video, but well, everybody sees it anyway. So you're going to answer, what's your preferred name? Where are you from? What's your major? An earliest memory of making art? Or what's the first thing you hear when that you think of when you hear the word art? This is all typed out. I guess if you can figure out how to make a video of yourself and post it, that would be awesome. It would make it way easier for me to put a face to the name and all that kind of stuff. But if you just want to type it out, put those things. Now, I just do want to say, it doesn't have to be happy. Art is just so great type of answer. I want you to be honest. I am so glad if you love art, but you do not have to. My job is not to force you to love art. Sorry, my dog's trying to get in the back door. I didn't anticipate him making that kind of noise. Oh, well. But in any case, yeah, it is not my job to force you to love art. I just want you to have a little bit of background before you move on to your prospective job fields. But basically, give a real answer, and, I'll try to work through it. Now, please don't blow it off and be like, I hate art, or I love art. And like, both of those are kind of not what I want. I want you to really think about here. I would also love for everyone to read through your classmates' responses and then comment on at least one of their posts. Basically, say hi to one of your classmates. I know it's like a little bit of an exercise. It's a little pointless because we don't see each other face to face, but I think it's helpful. A little bit of human action would be great. I think there's even a chat board sometimes over here that I've seen students use to talk to each other. Yeah, chat. I can't see that, just so you know, if you're in the chat talking, but you guys can talk to each other there too. And it'd be great if this assignment helps you get started there. It's a quick course. If you guys can get together and work on things together, that's great. I love all that kind of stuff. So this is a great platform for you to do that. Study groups, museum visit groups, when we get to the museum scavenger hunt, all those kind of things. Now, you don't have to visit a museum in person if that just freaked you out a little bit or you're too far away to do that. It's just an option later down the road. In any case, yeah, I'm talking about a lot of random stuff. Hopefully you're keeping up. And I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to get through it so you don't have too much time in front of the screen today. But yeah, thank you for joining my class and jumping in on this discussion to kick things off. This is due tomorrow night at midnight. So Tuesday, 5/16 at midnight. Thank you, John, for answering. I'll check it out. Everybody else check it out later, but I appreciate you jumping right on that. It's like just now available, so that's great. I'll probably say all this in the video. Oh yeah, I'm saying it right now in the video. Did I post it? Okay, there's your assignment. So yeah, that's that. And all the assignments will be here. Also, you'll see them on the home page as like a little running timeline, pages. Here's the files tab if you want, like if you're having trouble with the pages tab. Obviously pages is better though. And all the links go to my YouTube where you see all the videos. Yeah, it's all there. I've covered it all. Great job. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording. No. Stop sharing. Sorry. Still recording. Good. So yeah, 30 minutes, not too bad. Okay, I appreciate you. Yeah, be sure you watch this, run through the syllabus, calendar, all that kind of stuff. Do your assignment, introduction of yourself, due by tomorrow at midnight, and then get through chapter 1 as quick as possible. Get your textbook if you can as quick as possible, and send me any questions. I really appreciate y'all, and talk to you soon.